Today, I'm going to talk about trademark infringement and its remedies. Trademark infringement in India is defined under Section 29 of the Trademarks Act 1999. It is defined as the unauthorized use of a mark identical or deceptively similar to a registered trademark, which is likely to cause confusion among the public. Now, the Act provides a robust system for both registered as well as unregistered trademarks. Unregistered trademarks are protected under the common law remedy, namely passing off. Thus, it means that even without registration, the trademark owners in India can pursue their remedies. Now, the remedies are broadly categorized into civil and criminal remedies. Civil remedies primarily aim to compensate the trademark owners for their losses while restraining the infringer from further use. Now, civil remedies can be of various types, such as temporary injunction. Now, it stops the infringer from using the trademark during the course of legal proceedings. Now, there is permanent injunction. It prohibits the long-term use of the infringing trademark even after the conclusion of the trial. Then there is damages. It compensates for financial losses, including the lost profits and brand damage. It is determined by court and is not a fixed amount. It has to be determined by the court at its discretion. Then there is account of profits. It requires infringer to disclose and surrender profits that is caused from the infringement. Court assesses these amounts based upon the evidence. Then there is destruction of goods. Court orders destruction or delivery of the infringing goods, that is labels, etc., and that ensures removal of the infringing goods from the market. Now, these were the civil remedies. Criminal remedies mostly focuses upon the punishing the infringer and deterring the future violations. Then there is Section 103, which provides imprisonment of under the Trademarks Act. Infringer can face imprisonment ranging from minimum of 6 months to maximum of 3 years. Now, this penalty underscores the seriousness of trademark violations. Then there is Section 104, which is fine, that allows fines between 50,000 to 2 lakhs. That it provides a financial deterrent. Then there is seizure of infringing materials. Police can seize infringing goods and materials as outlined under Section 105, ensuring they are removed from the circulation in the market. Now, this process requires rational grounds for proving infringement, adding a layer of procedural safeguard. Now, criminal measures are particularly effective in cases involving counterfeit goods, which are prevalent in e-commerce and digital market space. Now, the application of these remedies can be seen in various landmark cases. First, there is a landmark case of Coca-Cola Company versus Distillery International Private Limited, wherein Honorable Delhi High Court has granted a permanent injunction against the defendant for using the brand name Maaza, highlighting the court's role in protecting the trademark rights through the injunctions. Then there is another case in Mondelez Indian Foods Private Limited versus Neeraj Food Products, also known as James versus James Bond. The Honorable Delhi High Court has granted a permanent injunction against the defendant for retailing a chocolate product deceptively similar to Cadbury's Gems. Now, these cases have illustrated the use of civil remedies like injunctions. Similarly, criminal proceedings have been initiated in cases involving large-scale counterfeiting, with police seizures playing a key role in curbing the infringement. Now, concluding this Civil remedies like injunctions and damages compensate for losses. On the other hand, criminal remedies like imprisonment and fines and seizures punishes the offenders. Now, together these measures ensures that trademark owners can protect their intellectual property rights effectively, maintaining trust in the marketplace. Now, the businesses are encouraged to register their trademarks and monitor their use to leverage these remedies promptly. Thank you.